Dungeon Master Dhoom here, and welcome to this very impromptu video. I wasn't expecting to upload today, but yeah, this is an hour and a half of our home game, or our current online game, because we normally play in real life, but because of world situations we can't at the moment. So I decided to record the game. Everything you see is from my perspective. There's no face cams for any other players. It's just me. All my DM screens, like all my tabs open and everything, so you get to see all my all the stuff that goes on from my end as a dungeon master in a game. I'm not the best. I will say that now. I make a few mistakes, but this is what this channel's about. It's about learning from mistakes and hopefully creating and telling a coherent story which the players enjoy. So there is only my face, my tabs, the audio of my players, but there are mumbles, the grumbles, dice rolls and all that sort of thing. So check out the video and let me know in the comments down below what you think, and I'll catch you in the next one. And may the dice forever roll good in my favour. Let me find my session notes. Session 13. Let's see if I write them down. Right, so in Barrow, Dave learned that Shay from the Whispering Strawberry had been shaken down by her half-orc ex-lover and did absolutely nothing about it. You had a visit from Salazar and purchased a summoning orb for 10 gold, and you got the ingredients to make 1 health potion, and you've got 4 rabbits. In Chariot, so in Chariot, the party headed to the Faith Plaza to try and cure Nomak, with no luck. It was closed. You met up with Soren the following day, and he took you to the Fairflower Inn, to the penthouse suite, where you met Verdandi, General West, who's a human soldier general, well, obviously he's a general, and a gnome cleric by the name of Hilary Sway. The key was removed from Nomak with the aid of General West putting a sword through his heart, and then Hilary casting Remove Curse, quickly followed by Resurrection, and the key was then placed in a lead-lined chest. Mary gave Verdandi a Prophet's book, and Verdandi left to destroy it. Sorin believes the party could reach Aki, the ancient city, the fallen ancient city, in approximately 12 to 15 days, and will have a map ready in 10 days or so. Dhoom, Dante Dhoom, potentially offers financial aid for the party to travel to Aki and acquire any artifacts found there. He also gave you access to a safe house in Big Town, so we kind of did a huge double bamf, and before that, yeah, he gave you access to the safe house in Big Town, and then Dhoom and Hilary leave. Mary gave Hilary the group's diamond, and they gain Hilary's favour for doing so. Then the party double bamf and regroup at Garfinks in Barrow, and then bamf straight into the safe house in Big Town, which is where we will start today. So is everybody in roll 20?
Alright.
Okay. Right, Kaz is in as well. Brilliant. Okay. So I can get rid of that. Any questions before we go forward?
No.
No. So, as the magic aurora surrounding the magic circle fades, you find yourself encased within a stone room. The air is cold but not damp, and every sound you make reverberates around the room. In the corners of the room, as the light of the circle fades, you see storage crates and barrels. And in front of you, there's a wooden door on the south side of the room.
Let's have a look at these crates and barrels and see what they normally use the place for.
Okay. Roll an investigation for me, please.
It is 14.
14. You prise open a few crates, but they're all empty. Thick layer of dust. It seems untouched for quite a while.
I'm going to head to the door and attempt to open it.
As you attempt to open it, you feel resistance.
Gonna shoulder barge it as hard as I can.
Roll to hit.
It's a 4.
You bounce straight off that door.
Take a swing with my great axe.
Okay.
16.
I think 16 will hit a wooden door. Yeah. Roll damage.
That is 10.
10. Yeah, I'd say you take a good chunk out of this door and reach round, pull the lock out and just push the door forward, and granting you access to the rest of the room, which I will do. This is all new to me, so just there you go. So it's entirely up to you. It's the evening at the moment, so because it's been a long day with all the negotiations. If you want to spend the day in the house, in the safe house, and then move out in the morning, you can get a long rest, or you can start your start adventuring first thing straight away. It's entirely up to you.
I'm inclined to have a look around the house first.
Okay.
Keep down for the night, and then we'll start the adventure tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Everyone in favour for that?
Aye.
Okie dokie. So, as you begin, you spend the time trying to familiarise yourself with where you are. You go through the house. I'll just give a quick read off of everything. So you come out of the teleportation room and you enter a wine cellar. Virtually empty. There are probably 7 to 10 random bottles of wine, spirits that can be found jotted around, but you know this wine cellar could potentially hold, you know, hundreds of bottles. In the centre of the room there's a large table with 6 chairs, and there are additional storage crates and boxes, that sort of thing, but everything has like this thick layer of dust on it and has been untouched for some time. The living area, well, you can kind of get an idea on the map of what what each room is. So if there's anything you want me to just quickly go over, let me know and I'll just read off what room. Or you could just head up to the first floor, get some kip, and then we'll move on first thing. The map.
Yeah, that's gonna work.
Yeah.
What's 2C?
2C is toilets.
26? No, 2. Is that 26 or 2B?
It's 2B. It's just the font on this. Just an empty storeroom. So
2E?
kitchens.
I'm just getting a feel for the layout.
Okay, 3A is a balcony overlooking the street. 3B, master bedroom. Single room, 3C. 3D, the text, I didn't change that, is a twin room. 3E, double room. F, toilets again, and then another twin room. 4A is like a large social area. It's a bit more private. Like maybe the upper echelons who are staying in the safe house would spend the time here. And then as you enter the 4B, you get the idea that this is like a war room. So it's composed of a large table, 12 chairs, and there's a map of the realm etched into the table in gold leaf.
Didn't know. I didn't see 4.
You didn't see 4?
That was off on the side.
Oh, you might need to just change your map. Have I opened it up? Yeah.
It's there. I just missed it being stupid.
And I've been talking all this time and forgot I put myself on mute.
Oh, okay. I thought you disappeared.
No. I'm just having a blonde moment.
So yeah, what would you like to know, Cass?
Oh, you've basically told me as you got along, and it was just like, oh, okay then.
Sorry.
No, I'm good. Although I am going to Bagsy because nobody did the master bedroom.
Ooh.
Me and Bleak will take 3G.
And this turned into the hotel simulator. Yeah, so you get yourself, you spark up the hearth in the kitchen, you get some food going, you beat down the dusty sheets. Mary, you probably just have a little walk out onto the balcony and just have a look at what Big Town actually looks like.
Okay.
As you...
Do I...
yeah, you can do, yeah, if you want to. I'm jumping ahead
Can I
here.
just have a nosy round, see if there's anything interesting out there?
You want to go out into the streets?
No, just from the balcony. Is there anything interesting going on?
Okay, so as you look out, where's me notes gone? Yeah, so looking out across the balcony, you see this city of like dark grey stone. Each building perfectly crafted by stonemasons, and like these large grey, most in this area 3-storey like townhouses, and every other house has like a different coloured slate roof. So there's a couple across the street with like a dark green slate roof, a dark red slate roof. As you look down to the streets, you see the streets are perfectly cobbled, again in like a slightly lighter grey stone, and there's a lot of intricate ironwork on railings and stuff like that, and arcane lampposts are shedding light across the street. And you see a few people moving through the streets at this hour. Can you just give me a quick perception, please?
That is 13.
13. So as you're looking out, you're just taking in the fresh air from the dusty interior, and you see there's a few individuals like working their way up ladders, and they're attaching bunting from lampposts and across the street and from building to building, and you get the sense that there's a sense of celebration coming.
Do we look posh neighbourhood?
Yeah, it's fairly posh.
Okay.
It's not like the creme de la creme, but it's an upper class neighbourhood. Yeah, it's nothing too fancy for a safe house, but it's comfortable.
Okay, cool.
I go down to the cellar, find a couple of bottles of wine.
Yep.
Go back up to the kitchen. I'll knock off a day's worth of rations and knock us all up something, and then I'll gather everyone in 2A where we can sit, eat, and get a plan.
Cool.
Sounds good. So
So, what are we actually doing here?
It was a shortcut to get to the ballroom.
So the ballroom, as I remember it, was No, that's the wrong page.
In the woods.
Yeah. So we want to go up along the river, through the woods, and at the top of the woods, it's just somewhere around there, yeah?
Yep.
How much of a clue of direction we've got? We've got a map, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've got a map. There's a map upstairs in the war room as well.
So it shouldn't be hard to find it.
No, you've got
Shouldn't be.
2 days by the coast. Well, by the edge of the river. If you wanted to go that way. There's obviously through the woods, and then you're looking at around a day to actually locate the ballroom.
I mean, so it's probably 3 days to the ballroom, yeah?
Yeah.
And we've got woods and water for that journey anyway. It's a nice, easy journey.
Yep.
No, Mac, any thoughts?
I'm just going to be passed out on top of a table. Considering I was dead less than 24 hours ago.
This is true, you were.
I'm going to be slightly groggy.
What sort of state are you going to be in to fight tomorrow?
Sorry, say that again.
What sort of state is Nomak going to be in to fight tomorrow?
No, because the resurrection was like pretty much instantly from the point of death, I'm not going to penalise any stats or anything like that, so you are, good to go.
Feeling shit.
We'll be after a long rest.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. In that case,
I need a food and sleep and I'll be good.
Okay. Let's do that then.
Okay, so you get yourselves a good rest. You bunker down. You race to your rooms, get dibs. Sleep it's comfortable. It's a bit sore on the throat from all the dust, because a lot of this has been, you can tell walking around that no one has had to use this house in a very, very long time. So you get the best night's sleep you can. Dawn breaks and you find yourself gearing up and heading south out of the city. As you leave the house, you don't get any looks, but you can see that these grey stone buildings are being decorated with vibrant colour. The bunting you can see is more visible, like very bright yellows, oranges, greens, reds, purples, shades of pink. Very vibrant colours. You can also see that a lot of the houses are creating like small bonfires in their front gardens. Like they haven't got much room, but they're creating small bonfires. And as you're walking through the streets, you're getting a sense of the grandeur of this town. It is very much like, if you were to compare, it's like the second city of the realm. So it has that upper, that feeling of grandeur and like more of a town with a sense of purpose. And with that purpose, there's also freedom, there's excitement, and at the moment there's a course of celebration. Leaving the town, leaving Big Town, it's not difficult to find Green Beak Forest, and you're following the coast of the lake north, I take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you're going, you don't see any signs of squalor or any ramshackled houses like you would in Burbank. This is very much a prestigious, almost isolated town. You pass the general markets and stuff like that. So, as you are heading north...
While we're passing general markets,
Mhm.
I'm just going to stock up on my rations a little bit.
Okay. So,
What's the ration cost around here?
I'd say base cost of a ration would be... How much is it? It's only a couple of copper, isn't it? Rations.
I'll have a look. Rations.
Silver. Yeah, so a silver.
Yeah, so 5 silver for a day's worth of rations.
Mhm.
So if I mark up, okay, I'll mark off that as well, and just top up to 10.
Okay. So, I'm going to try something new. That, in order to locate the ballroom, you've got a rough idea, but you need to complete individual skill checks for negotiating or navigating each day.
Okay.
So, if you pick a skill which you think would aid you best, tell me what you're planning on doing, and then roll, and then we'll see how successful that be. For example, using strength to cut down, or athletics to like cut down trees, or investigation to follow tracks, or survival sort of thing. So whoever wants to take the first, third.
I'll use investigation to see if I can get us on the right path.
Okay.
Going the right way. Using the map.
Okay. Roll. Yeah, roll that.
21 altogether.
Yep. So you extremely confident that are you in the woods, or are you just walking alongside the lake?
I thought we decided to go up along the lake
You're going
before
up
we went
along
into
the
the
lake.
woods.
Yep. So
Finding the right path.
You're following the lake, and you're 120% sure that you're heading north in the right direction. Okay. Nomak or Dave, next leg.
Can I use a perception check to check landmarks?
Yep.
Shit. 7.
Oh, that's below the DC. So, as you're taking the lead, you're going, you're heading north still, but you fail everything to the right of you, no, to the left of you and behind you. It all becomes a blur, but you're very cautious of the tree line, but you're making your way there. You're slowing the group down a little with all these checks. What was that? Did you hear that? But nothing out of the ordinary sort of thing. You're still making progress, but you've just had to slow down, probably cutting into your time by an hour or two. Nomak?
What checks are available again, sir?
Everything but investigation and perception.
I'm gonna do a nature check first.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. That is 16, 17.
Okay, so using your nature check, you're avoiding any uneven terrain or thick brambles, and you kind of pick up the pace from where David slackened off a little, and you continue as the night begins to fall. You look you look out and you see this almost, it seems like a floating city on the water over the lake. And the sun is beginning to set.
Hang on, a floating city over the water on the lake?
Well, it's on the horizon. It looks like a flat city on the lake. Sorry, it's not like above the city or anything like that. It's on the lake. It's built onto the lake. Sorry, that's my bad.
Right, I was about to say, aren't we looking for some floating cities?
It's floating on the water, just not in the air.
Just checking. See, I'm not asleep.
Okay.
Do we know what city that is?
Did you look at the war room map?
I would have had a little look at it, certainly. I like maps.
Is it? It's a perception check. History? Yeah, we'll say history actually, for if you remember looking.
History?
Yeah.
20.
Okay, yep, you remember looking at this, looking at the map, identifying where Big Town is, and then looking at the, what's in the local area, and you would recognise that town as Krugma.
Do we know anything about Krugma?
Let me just remember my histories. Give me another history, and feel free, anybody, to give me this history.
18.
Okay. So, with that, you would have heard of Krugma being a city of high magic, and a city that's protected itself from arcane threats and threats against people or organisations that have been trying to suppress magic.
Okay.
Which we have a major issue with at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you think it's worth coming back via Krugma?
Might be. Depends how many days it takes us.
It's probably not many more, is it?
We've got to get across there.
Well, we've got to get to Thingy. But then if we were to get a boat across to Krugma,
it'll be a day on a boat, like pretty much a full day's travel on boat to get to Krugma, and then another full day's journey from Krugma down to Big Town. So you're looking, if you're planning on doing a big circle, you'd go 3 days to the ballroom, and then possibly another 3 days, probably a six days to do like a full circle.
Yeah, I think that might be worth doing.
No, Mac?
Alright.
We'll get to the ballroom and see how we're handling things there. But Krugma might be a worthwhile stop. Hopefully we've got some cash to spend as well.
True.
And if that's a place for magic.
Might be worth asking there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seneca plan?
Sounds like a plan. And it's
Love
more
it
than
when a
12
plan
then.
comes together. So we'll carry on for now to the ballroom.
Okay. So the sun is beginning to set. Have you got any plans, any preparations you want to do for the night?
Set up tents and shit.
Yeah.
Tent and shit.
Campfire.
Okay. So you set up. Are you setting up in the woods on the flats near the lake? Where are you
We'll go into the trees a little bit.
You going into the woods?
Of shelter.
Okay. So you take the time to set up camp, check the area, and you proceed to take a long rest.
We'll leave watches. I'll take first watch if that's okay.
Yep. Who's on second and third?
I'll be on second.
I'll do third.
Okay. So, Dave, can I get a perception, please?
You can. And it's rubbish. 7.
It's not going to matter. So as everyone's bedding down, you're tired from the long walk, and your eyes are just starting to drift. The birds stop chirping, the daybirds stop chirping, and you start to hear the hoots of owls, some close, some distant. And all begins to drop to silence. You feel your eyes going, and then a second later you hear this distant whizzing sound, which pauses for a second, and then the night sky erupts with a huge explosion of light and colour. A split second later, a huge echoing boom screams out across the sky, and birds, night birds, day birds, all birds just take flight from the treetops within the woods. And yeah, I think everyone's awake at this point.
Fabulous.
Can we see anything? Do we know what it is?
Yeah, looking south, you see fireworks whizzing up into the sky from the city, from Big Town. And these fireworks continue long into the night. Till probably, 1, 2 o'clock. And the noise of which, the smell of the powder drifting on the wind, keeps any night creatures at bay, and any hostile creatures away from the camp. But it's a sight to see. It's quite nice to be watching these fireworks, this celebration, and the lights reflecting off the lake and all these patterns and colours in the sky.
Should maybe have taken an extra day. Oh well.
Live and learn.
So waking up the following day.
Do we have any idea what this was about, by the way?
Didn't ask.
Can I take a history check to see if I know anything?
Don't see why not. Go for it.
17.
With a 17, I would say you've heard of various festivals around the world, and given the time of year, because we are exactly halfway through spring, well, the bloom spring, you would have a fair guess that this was the Festival of Fog, or the Festival of Colour. And the festival is to spread light and to light small bonfires in order to purify the air. And so you would ascertain that it was the Festival of Fog, the Festival of Colour, what they were celebrating.
I'll be
Cool.
walking up in a cold sweat.
Barbecue.
Cool.
Okay,
Yeah. So we carry on the night.
carry on the night. Just want to give me some quick perceptions for Nomak and Mary.
That is a 50.
16.
15 and 16. Yeah, it's a quiet night. After the fireworks drop down, there's a silence in the wood. It's almost, it has a slight unnatural feel. You would expect there still to be birds and stuff like that, or deer, any other wildlife around, but no, it's unnaturally silent from all the fireworks.
Okay then.
Next day.
Next day.
Hit points if you want to spend them. Hit dice if you want to spend them. Any spells that haven't been used can get redone. Yeah.
Have you got one stored up, Cass?
Yeah, I've already got one stored.
We haven't had a fight in like 6 weeks, 8 weeks.
I am ready.
Somebody's going to die. It might only be a washerwoman, but someone dies today.
Okay, so as you pack up camp for the day, for the night, from the previous night, sorry, you continue, presumably continuing north. Are you heading further into the woods, or are you continuing to follow the lake?
What do we cut across? Yeah, cut across. Go through the woods.
Okay.
Okay.
Everybody happy with that, or do you want to go up the side of the lake still?
Oh my
We can cut across. By the way, just a quick question about the lake.
Yeah.
Is it freshwater or saltwater?
It would be fresh.
Yeah, we can fill the water bags and head in through the forest if you want.
Cool.
I just wasn't sure if it was easier going up just along the side of the lake and then go right.
We got 2 more days to get there, or just 1 day?
I'd say you do a full day today, and then possibly a half day on the 3rd day.
Would it be quicker either way?
Looking at the map, no difference. It all depends on your skill checks for today.
Then, so we've got fresh water.
Is it easier for us to follow the lake? Because it's hard to get lost when you're following a lake.
That is true. I'll lower the DC. Yeah.
We'll do that then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're following the lake. Can I get some skill checks? What you're doing and what skills you can use? Whatever skills we used yesterday. So like the skills reset.
I'll do just a survival one if that's okay.
Yep, go survival.
7.
Jesus, man. Change your dice.
The thing is, I'm doing well on the history.
So, with your 7 on survival, you kind of add time to the journey by you're literally following every contour of the lake as you're proceeding north. So you're going away from the forest and then back towards the forest and then slightly away and then back again as you're following this route.
Somebody take over.
Next.
I'll do perception.
Perception. Go for it.
Oh fuck, that's an 8.
8. That's 2 failures. So again, you just follow as Dave drops back. You're just following Dave again, meandering with the lake, and again probably adding another an hour and a half onto the journey. Mary, if you get a 20 or higher, you can redeem this.
Really? Okay, I will do investigation.
Yep.
And I will investigate the map.
Yep.
that we've got and see if we're still going in the right way. 17, 22!
See, there you go. You get a double tick for that. So with investigation, you follow it. You turn to the boys and you say, "What the hell are you doing? The woods are this way," and just like make a straight line towards the edge of the forest. As you start to venture closer to the forest, and as night's getting, you can see it's starting to get a bit darker. Your eyes are drawn to what seems to be a humanoid figure slumped forwards on the edge of the forest. Protruding out of its back are three 6-foot large sticks.
I'll tell the others to wait there, and I will go and investigate.
Okay.
I will stealthily approach.
Yep.
And then I'll have a look at what's going on.
Okay. Roll investigation.
6.
Sweet mother of God!
You don't notice what sex this humanoid is. It is humanoid, and you just see it slump forward, and the 3 large, sharpened, natural-looking sticks piercing through the person's body.
So it looks like the sticks have just been sharpened and then pushed through.
That's what you can ascertain from your check, yeah.
Mary, being the curious one she is, she's very cautiously going to go over and have a look as well.
Okay.
Seeing the sticks, I'll see the sticks coming out of them, won't I?
Mm-hmm.
An Arcana check, please.
Yep, sure.
21.
21. So looking at these sticks, you can see that there are almost like vein lines through the sticks. You feel that, well, you wouldn't feel, you see that these like veins on these sticks are of a dull green, and they seem unnatural compared to the wood.
Okay.
These sticks, are they attached to the tree, or were they like hacked off somewhere and then as sticks?
They have
grown like this.
No, they haven't grown like this. It is literally a length of 6-foot wood that has met the end of, yeah. But they don't look natural.
How hard is the wood?
It's a hardwood. Well, medium to hard.
Can we tell anything about the body?
Medicine check.
I'll do that one, shall I?
I'll do it. 25.
Yeah.
I just can't roll the ones I should be able to.
So you get the impression that the sticks had been driven down from behind, 2 through the lungs and 1 through the middle of the back. So 1 on each side and then 1 slightly lower in the middle of the back. With your medicine check, you would guess that this humanoid has been here in this position for approximately a week to 2 weeks.
Can we check for any identification or anything?
Roll investigation.
14.
You hit that. Yep. Okay, so taking a much closer look now, you can you move the head slightly. You're very careful. You notice that the features resemble a female wood elf with what's left of some long strawberry blonde hair. The investigation also reveals that there is a small, a small knife or a small dagger on her belt, and a faded piece of parchment.
Can I have a look at the parchment?
You can. Carefully unravelling the parchment, you see that there's a list of various herbs and fungi.
Okay. So it was like a shopping list.
Yep.
Based on my knowledge of herbs, can I deduce anything from the list?
Just standard herbs, standard mushroom types, very more cooking orientated than medicinal.
Okay then. No, Mac?
I was just going to say hello.
There's no reply.
Aren't you the sailing type, you bastard? What the fuck's your problem?
I think the problem's they're dead.
No, he's just having a kid. I wouldn't know. I've been fucking dead the last 24 hours, and that my guy does not look dead. I'm just gonna slightly kick his leg.
So you kick a leg and a bit of arm falls off and just drops to the ground.
Oh, never mind. He's a bit disposable.
So, are there any family crests or anything like that anywhere on the body?
No, just looks like...
No jewellery?
No jewellery, just seems like a possible young or elderly wood elf. You don't know the age. Just came out looking for herbs and unfortunately met her end.
Can we do something to quickly do a burial of some sort? Maybe a little pyre?
Sure.
In that case, I'm going to take out the 3 sticks of wood. Was it 3 or 6?
3.
I'll take those. We'll keep those. Because I'm wondering if they're the magic wood that Salazar's after.
Interesting. Yeah. They don't seem natural. Possibly enchanted.
We're going to keep those for now. And then we'll try and just get some of the forest, get a clear area, and give her a bit of a funeral pyre.
Okay. So as the night draws on, are you doing this by yourself or with help, or is anybody else?
I'll help.
You'll help.
We'll set the camp up while we do it, and
set the camp, sort out funeral rites and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
If you wanted to say a prayer or anything, you do so, and put this young woman to rest. After a long day's walk, is there anything you'd like to do on the evening, or do you want to skip through to watch and the next day? Sorry, I'm just looking at the time and just thinking how far we're going to get into the ballroom, if we are.
What time of night is it by the time we've done all this?
Oh, it's going to be late evening.
Yeah, I'd set a watch then.
So
Yeah.
watch. Just roll your perceptions. Doesn't matter what order, and we'll see if anything happens.
22.
22?
9.
Yep. Well, I'd say with the 22, you feel a bit uneasy as the night goes on. There's a lot more sounds in the woods tonight. The owls are hooting. There are the sound of sticks crunching underfoot in the far distance, but nothing comes close. You know, you're very vigilant, but the night it goes without events. There's nothing to cause alarm. As the sun comes up and you gain the benefits of another full rest, you start the final leg of the journey to find the manor and the ballroom. So, as you head into the woods, you notice the world around you is getting a lot darker. The forest canopy is a lot thicker. There are the odd crow, a blackbird squawking. Doesn't take any notice. But could I now get your skill checks for today, please? Because this will determine what time you arrive at the ballroom.
I'll do a survival.
Okay.
I'll do investigation again.
22.
22 survival. Yep. So you're picking you're seeing 20, 30, 40 feet ahead of you, and you're just weaving a path. Everyone's like struggling to keep up, but you're making use of your skills and covering lost ground from previous days.
I did investigation.
Yep.
Unnatural 20.
Okay. Again, using your investigating the map and your local surroundings, you extremely confident that you're heading in the right direction. Nomak?
A nature, and I had a 3.
A 3.
Yeah, a 3.
Okay, so Nomak just slows the party right down. You kind of find yourself walking in a circle for about an hour, but you pick up, you take another look at the map, and you're like, oh shit, it's that way, and you get yourself back on course, and you come across the ruins of this old building. The ruins are extremely overgrown as the light begins to fade from today's journey. Thick vegetation. The walls are no taller than 2 or 3 feet. You know, this area is completely in ruin. In fact, there's not much of a mansion at all. Can I get a investigation?
16.
17.
15.
16. Okay, so I've just moved you onto the next map on roll 20, and I'm just going to ping a part of the map, and just up from what you'd presume to be the entrance to this manor, which is oddly facing south, but you see piled up against a wall the bodies of 4 trolls, or what you'd expect you would assume to be 4 trolls. And that's roughly in that area which I've just pinged.
It hasn't changed for me.
Hasn't changed for me either.
I know why it hasn't changed, because I haven't moved your player markers across. My apology. There you go.
Ah, cool.
Are you in?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll ping that again. Yeah, so around this area is you find skeletal remains, mostly intact, of these creatures.
Okay then. Are we having a look around? We can sort of see around, can't we?
So yeah, you can see everything because it is a very flat plain. There are trees growing up through the carcass of this building, and you also have the map from Lowback as well. So you're comparing that map, and you're like, oh, this is the entrance, and the map is crudely drawn, but it gives you already know, you already have like this top-down impression of what the ballroom, what the manor floor plan looks like.
Can we see what killed the trolls?
Yep, roll a medicine.
23.
23. So you can see that there are multiple chips in bone, scrapes across bone. In a couple of them, there are like arrows and bolts that have been impacted into their chest and just like sticking out of, like loosely in between the like rib cage and stuff like that. But it doesn't look like any forest predators have made use of these carcasses. Like there's been no gnashing of bone. There's like that. It seems void of predators for something that's been here this long. No wildlife other than like ants, beetles, and insects have touched this carcass.
Okay. I reckon we should just head in.
Okay.
Okay.
As you make, feel free to move your icons as well. But as you come to like this area and this area, just before the steps, that just drop after a couple of feet. They go up and they just drop, just crumbled. You notice like small green triangular flags.
Triangular flags.
Yeah, so like where Dave is, there's like a couple of triangular flags. And it seems that as you explore the ruins, within every what you consider room, there's probably a flag or two, and each one is green.
Do we know anything about how someone would excavate the area? Does this look like someone's been investigated already?
Give me another investigation.
19.
19. So taking a closer look at one of the flags, you notice that it has the emblem of the blazing shields painted onto it.
The more well-to-do one, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there any signs of any people present?
No. All's quiet.
Can I check the surrounding area?
Yeah. Roll investigation if you'd like taking a long sweep of the area.
That's a 14.
14. So yeah, as you're wandering around, you see various signs of combat. So the odd arrow, just like wedged into a chip of stone. But you don't see anything. Nothing of what this manor once was remains, other than these low walls.
Don't know about you two, but I reckon we should just head in and see what's going on.
How long do it looks like the flags have been around?
They look well weathered.
They look well weathered.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll keep investigating.
Okay. So, where would you like to?
I'll head up to the sort of steps and go to the top of the steps and look at whatever that is as well.
Okay. So you get a couple of feet up on the steps and you just look out. You see straight away this massive, almost pit that just goes straight down into nothingness. You do notice there is a rope tied to this tree, but that's all you see. There's thick grass, ferns, obviously these younger saplings, larger trees in the area that have just overgrown and taken back this building.
So really on this map, the only thing of interest particularly is that large
hole in the ground.
bit here.
Yep. So looking at this shaft, you see this strong, heavy-duty rope that has been thrown down the shaft. You give a tug on it, you feel it's well anchored. Can everybody else put themselves in position where they think they would be? Yeah, you should be able to click on your and just drag your dude.
I'm unfortunately using my phone, so I'm gonna...
Oh, okay, no worries. Do you want me to move? Roughly, where would you like me to move you?
Where Mary is, I'm gonna put...
Right there.
I'm just moving up a bit there.
Okay, so I'll put you around here. So you've got got sight. So as you start to...
So what time is it?
It's starting to get dark.
Make camp up here and we'll investigate tomorrow.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
don't want to be taking the human down there when they've got no dark sight, no dark vision.
Before we do any of that, I'll tell you what, before we set camp, I'm going to light a torch and lob it down there.
Okay. Give me... Just trying to think of how you would judge distance, what skill you'd use to judge distance. Straight up intelligence check.
That's not going to be great. Just intelligence, no skill.
Yeah.
6.
You think it's probably beyond 20 feet? You think it's further than 20 feet?
I'm going to pull the rope up and just see how long the rope is.
There you go. Okay, so you pull the rope up. You kind of like make a mark of where you started pulling from, and then you take the time to count foot by foot, and you ascertain it's about 40 feet. Well, there's probably about 45 feet's worth of rope.
And when I toss the torch down, could I see if the rope reached the bottom, or
Yeah.
was it slack at the bottom, or?
I'd say it was slack at the bottom.
So it's probably about a 40-foot drop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leave the rope up, and I'll cast light on the end of it. And then we can drop it down and have a look.
Do it. I like the plan.
Okay.
There we go.
So as you cast light and you lower this rope back down, you see that at the bottom of this shaft is just dried leaves, bits of foliage. As you wiggle the rope around, so you're carefully wiggling the rope, you can see that under this like dead leaf litter is probably, well, you could probably make out a stone floor.
What are the walls like around here? I mean, is there any area that would be a nice little place to set up the tent and stuff?
No, well, that's entirely up to you. It's all the walls are roughly 2 to 3 feet tall, so there's not much cover. But yeah, if you want to go into that area where you just pinged.
I think this is a nice little spot, doesn't it? To, the walls all round us on all sides.
Yep.
Little way in, little way out.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Build a little fire for the camp.
If you don't mind.
What about, love?
Sorry?
Where do you mean? Where we are?
Just up and right a bit. Can you see me ping?
Oh, yeah, I can see it now.
Right,
Yeah.
as you're just discussing that, I just need to run to the toilet if you don't mind. And I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Just, be a nice, easy place to lay a camp. Got a tree to a bit of cover, got, bit of walls to lean against.
Do that.
Quite a cosy little camp. Then first thing in the morning we drop down.
Yeah.
How's life then, Bram?
It's too bad, just.
Right, sorry about that. I had a full bladder and a screaming child. Yeah, so you decided to set up camp in that alcove up here by that tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just quickly move you up there. Yeah, can I get perception checks for you, please, for your evening watch?
20.
20?
Yeah.
15.
15? Okay. So, as the night goes on, you have this uneasy feeling about this building. You don't know whether it's from unnatural means, if you feel like the woods are haunted, or hearing about possible enchantments. But as the night goes on, you hear the crunching of sticks underfoot, the movement of brush and leaves, and it's not long before this tree starts moving, this tree starts moving, and this tree starts moving as they begin to come to life and slowly stride towards your location.
Well, shit.
And with that, can I get initiative, please?
10. 12. No, 11. Sorry.
11.
14.
21.
14. Now, I'm actually going to remember to roll initiative and add, or in this case, subtract my bonus. Oh, fuck. Okay. So, top of the round, Dave and Blinky.
So these look like trees to me.
Yep. Humanoid looking trees. Slowly making their way towards you.
Can I grab a torch to use as an improv weapon?
Sure.
I think that might be slightly more effective than my normal.
Okay. Torch. D4 plus strength.
Does it do any fire damage as well? Because we've got a campfire lit.
I'd say no, because they're not like dried out or anything. If they were dried out, maybe I wouldn't. I'll tell you what, use your modifier as fire damage. I think, yeah, use your modifier as fire damage. I think that's fair. Right. Oh, there is a way of making lines and like seeing your. I don't know how you do it. Yeah, you can like add your. There's a way of actually like making it like bend. Well, I can't remember how you do that, but
I'll move to about there, and I reckon I can. I won't use the thing. I'll toss a dagger at him.
okay, you're going to toss a dagger at this one, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to call that
This is a regular dagger,
one regular dagger. Okay.
and I miss.
Oh, you're a bit rusty. Okay. Next up is anything with Blinky.
I've moved Blinky up with me.
Okay. So.
You'll just
Okay. Next up.
hold there for now.
Mary.
I am going to. Is that one blinking?
But I'm just renaming them so you can.
That's Blinky.
Right, each one should have a number under it now.
No.
No.
I can't see that.
Okay, you've got one near the pit, one further south, which is number 2. This is number 2, and then number 1 is over here.
Hang on, I think you said 1 was near the pit.
No, 3's near the pit. You attack number 1. Number 2's by this big 10-foot doorway. And then number 3's by the pit.
Okay, cool.
Well, I'm going to go for the one by the pit.
Yep.
And I am going to guiding bolt it.
Okay. Roll to hit.
25?
I think that hits.
Fabulous. So what's guiding bolt? Woo! 5d6. I've only got 3 out, so 4, 5, 8, 10, 16. 16 points of damage.
16 points of damage. So you see, as you this guiding bite hits this like humanoid tree, it just like takes a huge chunk out of its shoulder, and you just see it kind of like fly off behind it. This creature just half looks to where its arm used to be, and just like focuses back on you. Anything else you want to do?
No.
Okay. Nomak, you're up.
I can't see anything on my map.
Okay, so do you want me to?
If I'm close to anything, I'll just start swinging.
Okay, you just want to go for the closest thing.
Pretty much, yeah.
So 5, 10,
roll
15,
20
20,
5
25.
can get him to there.
Yeah. You can go for the second, like, tree number 2. Yeah? So,
I'm just going to go flying in with my great axe.
yeah, flying in. You raging?
Yeah.
I know it's been a while. It's been a while.
Been a while. That is a 16.
16. Does a 16 hit? Where is my combat encounter gone? Where's it gone? 16 does hit, yes. Roll damage.
Wait. Roll. Hang on. That is a 7.
7 damage.
Wait, hang on.
No.
Wait. 12 points of damage, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, so you take like the splinters coming off this thing as you hit it across the chest, and it just like grunts and focuses again on you. It is now the creature's turn. The first one is going to make 10 feet of movement towards Dave or Blinky, and it has 10-foot reach, so it can actually hit. Oh, it can hit either one. Ooh, that's cool. So it's going to do a constrict attack at Dave. The +4 to hit, so I get to roll some dice. 24.
24 will hit.
And that does 9, 10, 11 points of damage. Of bludgeoning damage. And can you make a... oh, you are constricted. It doesn't say you have... You can't make a save until your next turn.
Okay.
So you're grappled. Until your next turn. Tree number 2... which is in front of Nomak, is going to use the same attack and rolls a 2 plus 2. Oh no, 2 plus 4 is 6. Is definitely not going to hit. And then tree number 3 is going to move 10 feet out of the doorway past the pit and towards Mary, and can't do anything in this area. So this one, I'm going to try something fancy now, is going to use entangling plants and grasping roots and vines sprout in a 15-foot radius centered on the blight. So let's see if I can make this work. So area 2, 15 feet. Ooh! Have you got... Can you see a nice big green circle?
No.
No.
Oh, it's only me then. I'll know if you enter this area. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, anyway, it is Dave's turn.
So do I have to try and get ungrappled first?
Yes, it's a DC of 12.
Is that strength?
It doesn't say, but I presume it would be.
Can't use dex to wriggle, no? No, I don't get out then.
Would you have got out if it was your dex modifier?
No.
No, definitely not then.
It was a 2 I rolled.
Right, so you are you're 2. Yeah, you're grappled.
I've rolled a lot of fecking 2s today, I tell you.
Change the fucking dice. Dice Dale.
Yeah, throw that shit away. Let me just read up on on grappled, because I think you can still. I think you can still move. You just can't move. I mean, you can still use an action, but you can't move.
Okay.
attack rolls have disadvantage while restrained. Yeah. So you can still attack with disadvantage.
He's trying to break free my action.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know if I've done that wrong. I don't know if you have to make that DC... Oh, you'd be grappled anyway, wouldn't you? Sorry. Yeah, ignore me. And... Merry Europe. Sorry.
Right, so I'm going to go for number 3 again.
Are you going to go for number 3?
Yep. This time, I'm going to hex him as my bonus action.
Yep.
And then as my action, I am going to Eldritch Blast him.
Okay.
So... Hex, what do I have? Hex is... Okay. I'll roll to see if that goes on.
Hex is automatic, isn't it?
Is it? Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
automatic.
So, automatic. So, I take an additional 1d6 necrotic, is that right?
Hold on.
Yep. And you have a disadvantage on ability checks chosen by Kaz.
Okay.
Odd disadvantage on what one?
Have you got anything that targets Dex?
Like what?
I don't know. They're only moving 10 feet. They don't seem dexterous.
No. Hold on. Yeah, we'll do Dex, actually. Yes, we will. Yes, Dex.
Okay.
I think they're going to be stronger than they are dexterous, I tell you.
Right, okay. And, okay, so that's on.
Yeah, so this guy's
And then-
hexed.
I will Sacred Flame him instead.
Okay.
And that's a Dex of 14.
You need me to do a dex of 14 is...
At disadvantage.
Oh, at disadvantage. Oh, not much difference there. So, 14 minus 1 is 13.
So it's 1d8.
So,
I will roll that. 8. Sorry, 8.
nice.
Oh, plus hex. Plus another 5 for hex.
Okay, so that blight, it kind of... You hit it, but then it just almost robotically just shuts down, stops moving, and you feel that it's no longer a threat.
Okay. Got this one, guys.
So that one's gone.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh, I can see the green thing now.
Yeah, I've realised what I've done. It's all under the advanced option, so I can... I forgot to put stuff on. There you go. I'm still learning. Should be able to see the nameplates and the health bar. Is that right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm actually doing
Yeah.
it on my phone.
Oh,
So
phones
it's
are...
my,
Yeah, it's
I
terrible.
don't like it.
Yeah. Okay, so number 3, I'll take that Aurora off. It's dead. Actually, I think I've got a dead icon for it. So, yep, that's dead. So, Nomak, your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna take another good swing at it.
Okay, roll to hit.
14
14 hits.
with... Ooh, it's 11 points up.
11 points of damage on be. Okay, so again, you're just like hacking into this, and it looks crumpled. You kind of like cleaved like 3/4 of the way through. Yeah, it's looking very worse for wear. And then any other actions?
I'm just gonna hold myself.
Okay, so the blight in the corner is going to first use its entangling plants. For 1 minute, the area is difficult terrain for non-plants. In addition, each creature of the blight's choice that is in the area must succeed on a DC 12 saving throw or become restrained. Actually, I shouldn't have to do that because Dave's already restrained, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's not going to bother doing that because he can see he's got you, and then he's just going to keep his distance, and he's going to attack again, which is a 16 plus 4 unnatural 20.
Yeah.
7, 8, 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nine points. Mary.
8. You down?
Not yet. But I could do with a hand.
And then number 2 is going to go for Nomak, which is 20 something.
Yes.
And that is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of bludgeoning damage. Halved for raging. And Dave, back up to you.
I guess I've got to try and break free, haven't I?
If you wish.
Can you use Dex or not?
I'd say you're a slippery one. I've got a love-hate relationship with you, so I will allow you to use Dex.
Okay, in that case, I will try to get 3.
Okay.
24.
You are successfully out of the vines.
Right, okay. So, that's my action.
Mm-hmm.
I will then move back to... if I get 1, 2, 3, 4... And these are only 2 foot high, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I'm going to lob a couple of daggers at this one here, number 2.
Didn't you?
Oh, no, I'm not.
No,
I've had an action, haven't I?
Yeah.
Okay, Blinky.
Yeah.
Is going to come down to about there and take a bite.
Okay.
At 2.
Roll to hit.
16.
16 hits.
Oh, shoot. Where's Blinky's thing? What's his damage? D6, isn't it? Or D6?
D6 plus 1.
5.
Okay. So that blight is... Blinky just devours, just jumps onto his chest, knocks him to the ground, and is just like ripping parts of bark and what you would assume...
Play fetch, Blinky. Play fetch.
Yeah. Pretty
Comes
much.
back with a stick.
Yeah, he would most definitely come back with a part of a stick. Yep, so that is Blinker's action. Mary, you're up.
From the dead one to the first one, number 1.
Uh-huh.
And I will Eldritch Blast him.
Okay.
23.
23 hits.
Okay, and that is a average bastard D10, isn't it? Great. Okay. 5, 6, 11
11.
in total.
Okay.
So I got your charisma.
Yeah, because it would only
Yes.
be a D10.
1. I rolled a 1, add my 4, that's got me 5, and I've got a full 6 on the hex.
Cool. Okay.
So that went down to 15. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do? Any bonus action?
No, stay where I am.
Okay.
My bonus action was moving hex.
So as these creatures aren't particularly intelligent, with a -3, it's going to follow Dave's path and head this way to the top of the map. It will use its entangle. Oh, I need to roll to. No, I don't, because he hasn't actually used it this one. So it's going to use entangling plants and everything within 15 feet. And I will tell you who's hit by this. Is considered. Oh, no one. No one's hit by this at the moment. So that was a bit wasted. Dave, you're back up.
Okay. I'm just going to jump over this wall. To there. And lob a couple of daggers.
Okay, dagger.
That's crocs. That is... $15.
15 hits.
Then the other one definitely hits because that was 3 more, so 18.
Yep. Roll damage.
That's not good. That's not good. $10 total.
10. Brilliant. So the knives.
Blinky's going to go up a bop as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the dog.
Never forget about the dog.
So just check your movement with Blinky, because that's difficult terrain. Everything in green's difficult terrain.
Oh, right, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4,
He's got,
5, 6.
I was going to say he's got 50 feet movement, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he'll get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll call
He
it.
might just be on the front rather than the side then.
Yeah. Yeah, roll attack for Blinky.
But he misses.
Never mind.
14.
14 hits.
Oh, does it?
Mhm.
Ah.
Yeah, these are stupidly low AC.
And he does 7.
7. Okay. So yeah, again, Blinky just jumps on this thing and just rips it apart, just teeth in, wood spraying absolutely everywhere. As the battle draws to a calm and concludes, you notice that these humanoid trees, take a humanoid shape, have a natural bright green veins that, as their life force is taken from them, start to go darker. So these bright green veins that are all over their bodies, their heads down through their chest, arms, they all start to fade into this darker green.
So the sticks we took off the other body.
Mm-hmm.
Were they dark? Did they have dark green bits on or light green?
They are the same as what the Blights are now.
Right.
Murray, can you do an Arcana check on them?
Yeah. I've got 19.
19. Okay, so you would you feel that these creatures are not natural. They're not like what you experienced at the wharf, the seaweed version, but these seem more created from something else. They've become enhanced somewhat by unnatural forces.
Okay. I'll tell them that.
Okay. Well, Bran's gone, so yes.
Right, okay.
Battle's done. Bran's out. You pass on that information. Is there anything you'd like to do?
I'm guessing the truce there's not a lot to loot on the corpses.
No.
I suppose we'll drag them over to our campfire
Okay.
and just burn them to be sure.
You're burning them. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you drag them all over. You get a campfire going. Unnaturally, the flames start to take a greenish hue as you burn them.
And it's still sort of nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to take just a little wander around with Blinky just to check there's nothing else about.
Okay. So you roll an investigation for me.
Investigate or perception?
Oh, it'd be perception, wouldn't it? My apologies. Yep.
15.
15. So you do like a scout of the area with Blinky, and you're paying extreme close mind to every single tree you pass. Looking if it has 2 arms, 2 legs, and somewhat of a head. But you don't see anything out of the ordinary. You feel very confident that there aren't any more of these creatures in the area.
Cool. We'll finish bedding down for the night then.
Finish bedding down. Okay, so I won't get you to do any watch checks, and we'll pick up first thing in the morning. It will be 2 weeks from now, so I'm going away next week.
Cool.
So it'll be 2 weeks unless I can squeeze a game in the weekend we get back. But we'll see what everybody's schedule is come then.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have a good week off, mate.
Pardon?
Have a good week away.
I will. I'm going to sit in a caravan for a week, and that'll be it. I'm going to
Sit in a caravan, watch it rain.
Yep.
Everyone loves a camping holiday.
I'm going to hibernate and isolate somewhere else instead of this house for a bit.
Go for it, enjoy it.
Change the scenery.
Yeah.
You might get some nice wet weather.
Well, hopefully. Take the coats. But yeah. Thank you. Been a good game. And next time, I think we're actually going to go underground.
Into the ballroom.
Into the ballroom. Awesome. All right then, have yourselves a good week,